Okay, sample problem for Mechanics of Deformable Bodies, Module 4, under axial load. The distributed loading is applied to the rigid beam, which is supported by the 3 bars. Each bar has a cross-sectional area of 468 square millimeters and is made from a material having a stress-strain diagram that can be approximated by the two line segments shown. Determine the intensity of the distributed loading W needed to cause the beam to be displaced downward 37.5 millimeters. Okay, focusing first on the first statement, which is yung beam daw is a rigid beam. So if this beam is rigid, therefore its deformation is negligible. So if its deformation is negligible, kung yung point A is bumaba by a certain distance, that will be also equal sa ibinaba ng point B and point C. So let's draw it just like this. Ito yung first rod, second rod, and third rod or third bars. We have the beam here. So if yung beam is bumaba by a certain distance, that means, for example, ito na yung beam after applying the load W. And this one is the distance, which as stated by or in the problem is downward na 37.5 millimeters. So this is A, this is B, and this is C. So kung bumaba yung rigid beam ng 37.5 millimeters, that means all points A, B, and C will go down as well. And that will be also considered as the deformation of each bar. So ibig sabihin, ma-extend si bar A, si bar B, and si bar C. And since na-extend din sila by the 37.5 millimeters downward, that will become their deformation as well. So we have a deformation of 37.5 millimeters for each bar. Now that we have the deformation equal to 37.5, we can now compute for the strain of each bar. So strain is equal to the deformation divided by its original length. Deformation is 37.5 millimeters. And the original length is 1.5 meters. So we can also use 1.5 millimeters para we can now directly compute for this strain that's equal to 0.025 millimeter per millimeter. So looking at the stress strain diagram, ang ating computed strain is somewhere here, 0.025, and the corresponding stress here, let's call it sigma. So for us to compute for the value of sigma, compute muna natin yung slope of this line. So to compute for the slope of that line, we just need to compute for the difference of the stress and its corresponding strain. So let's call that slope E1, since that's also the modulus of elasticity. So now E1 is equal to rise over run, since that is a straight line. So yung rise natin is difference of 420 and 252. For the run, ang difference that we need is 0.2 and 0.0012. So 0.2 and 0.0012. And then we can now compute for the slope of the line, which is equal to 845.07 megapascal. So now, meron na tayong slope of the line, which is equal to 845.07 megapascal. So from there, we can now compute for the sigma. So slope here is E1. And from this point, with a strain of 0.0012 hanggang sa 0.025, so let's call it X na lang. And from this point, 252 hanggang this point, let's call it Y. So from here, nakabuo tayo ng triangle. And from here also, we can see na ang value ni sigma will be equal to Y plus 252. So let's compute muna the value of X. The value of X is the difference between 0.025 and 0.0012. And that's equal to 0.0238 millimeter per millimeter. So since we have computed already the slope E1, and that's also equal to Y divided by X, as shown here on the graph, we can now compute for the Y value. So using this equation, you can see na yung Y value natin is equal to E1 multiplied by X. E1 is 845.07 megapascal and X is 0.0238 millimeter per millimeter. So Y value is 20.113 megapascal. And then we can now compute for sigma, which is Y plus 252 as shown in the stress strain diagram. So sigma now is 20.113 plus 252. Sigma is equal to 272.113 megapascal. So since na-compute na natin si sigma, we can now compute for the force of each bar. So let's call force F as the force for each bar. Since we have already computed for sigma and we have the area of each bar provided earlier, so sigma is 272.113 megapascal and area is 468 square millimeter. Force for each bar is 127,348.728 newtons, or we can just write 127.349 kilonewtons. Now that we have computed for the force F, pwede na tayong bumalik sa figure. So this one is upward, this one is upward, and this one is upward. And we have the value F equal to 127.349 kilonewtons. This one is F, F, and F. So taking summation of forces vertical, equals 0, positive upward, we have 3 times F minus the downward load na W multiplied by the length, which is 1.2 plus 1.2. So that's 2.4 meters equals 0. Substituting F, we have 3 times 127.349 kilonewtons minus W times 2.4 meters equals 0. So now W is equal to 159.186 kilonewton per meter, or we can just write W equals 159 kilonewton per meter. So that's it. Thank you for listening.